Mic. Sounds like that's working, at least looks like that's working. Alright, while XCOM loads, welcome back everybody, welcome. Now I know I've been gone for a while, number of reasons for that were not planned, but one among them most recently was lost my internet. So I had to get that fixed back up again, and then there was, always the drama of once you've actually had your internet drop and then you get it back restored, then there's some time for that. It's loud for me. Where is my audio controls? That's much better. At least for me. It looks like on my audio feedback it might be a bit loud for you guys. And it doesn't look like it's properly aligned. Oh no, it's actually showing fully in the window. That's good. I'll have to kill the audio on desktop for just a bit. Get the master volume up a bit. That sounds better for me. So, yes, as the title might imply, we are looking at XCom 2, but with mods. What kinds of mods? Various bug fixes. But once we jump into the game, I think you will notice the real fun of the mods. Because if there's one thing I'm known for, it's modding my games. And I always get so much more out of them when they're modded. So let's jump into, I'm on Commander difficulty. Been working my way up the difficulty tree because XCOM can be brutal when you've never played it before. And I jumped into XCOM 2 because it just kind of looked more fun than XCOM 1. I'm sure I can find mods to increase the visual fidelity of XCOM 1 or whatever, but I don't know. I like XCOM 2. So you might be noticing the mods right already at the front. But with our visual guide here of our cast, you still got the sidebar here. You might be noticing some new classes as well. So yes, new classes indeed. New races indeed. We obviously can't take a closer look at good old Alexandra Popova right now, the Lady Grey. But let's jump into the mission we're currently doing. Locate the Advent Field Commander, kill them, neutralize all enemy and targets, and just kind of get you to get a feel for just what weird new classes I have installed. And we shall talk about them. Well, of course, our Reaper. Always like to start with the Reaper, because they can go and see things before anybody else and not be discovered. Apparently she's our Lydia. I am sworn to obey your burdens. Well, gee, it's a good thing we have a mechanic with their mechatronics abilities. Should also have. Yeah, it might just be the meta. They might not be close enough. Where's the best place to put them so they're not immediately spotted? Here. Here's our tank. Now we do want him to be spotted, but I need to be able to use both of his abilities at the same time for his effect to do the most good. So where can I put him? Where he won't be spotted immediately, but I can immediately throw him into the fray the next round. Let's stick him back here at the far, far end. And hope that their line of sight won't pick him up within the next round. I'm not playing on Iron Man, so I can return my saves. Now, here we have our Spec Op. I think for them, here is fine, because then they should be able to engage next round. They're not immediately within the line of fire, as it were. That is our field medic. Now, she has dedication, which increases her mobility and allows her to not trigger Overwatch and detection and all that fun stuff. So we can get her way over here, which gives her a perfect spot to start doing the medic stuff if things go south, when things go south. And then our Necromancer. Our Necromancer, interestingly enough, doesn't need to be in the front line way too much. They need to be enough to be able to see when the bodies hit the floor, when the bodies hit the floor, when the bodies hit the floor. So let us put them, honestly, you don't need them that close. They can be fine right up here. Aliens now get to do their turn. Good, they're actually heading away from us. This gives us a perfect setup to do our thing. And of course, there's always the danger of a Chosen showing up, but so far, no signs of the Chosen. Our turn again. And now we want to start moving ourselves into position in order to engage them and do our stuff, do our thing, do our whatchamajigger. We will be starting in a moment. Just got to figure out how we want to engage. Alright, there's our tank. So we can start doing tank things, but well, Necromancer's not going to be able to do much. Can our field medic do anything of use? No. And your partner is Outrider. We could start having you engage the enemy. 4 to 6. Mechatronics. Paul. Nothing at the moment, right, Paul? You're more of a hacker than taking over robots. That's fine. Well, so we take a look at his abilities. Tanks gain a free melee attack on any enemies that enter attack from melee range as long as protection protocol is active. Never panic. Treads armor. When targeted by enemy fire, automatically fire back with your primary weapon. So, we want them to draw attention. Protection protocol combined with here I am. Excellent. Let's move him here so they immediately engage him. See him as a primary target. And it gives our spec op a chance to get in and do his thing. Maybe not them, because the Advent mech is going to be our most dangerous enemy. So let us take Dragon Nova. Yes, that should work. She should now be able to peek around the corner. Get some basic damage on the robot, and immediately revealed, of course she is. There's our spec ops. Field medic. Analyze weakness. And again, focus on that robot. Lady Gray. Now you want to give your bone armor. Ooh, we cannot actually get a good eye on our tank, can we? Let's put you here. There it is. Give him some bonus armor. He's got some bonus armor. Good. Paul. Well, Paul can definitely give us some bonus armor as well, but let's have our spec op take out the bigger threat, or at least try to take out the bigger threat. Well, you should. Yes. So, let's have you give some bonus armor as well to our... Oh, you can't see our spec op, can you? Alright, well, hopefully... Can't get a lock on that mech. Let's see how the next round goes. I always take the mech outs first because they have those damn missiles. But looks like the shield did its job in the primary target, though some splash damage did hit the others. That's fine. We have a field medic. Let's get our tank moving forward. Take him out. Now, Eleanor. Recloak. Let's see if we can get a bead on that general. No signs? Well, presumably over that direction. Let's send you down here. And, ooh, that's going to be a tricky one. Well, we can get our field medic over here. Nope, can't heal anybody in your range. That's fine. For now. Well, now we'll hold you off. Now, here is Paul. Paul can't do much else either as well. He's not close enough. But the Lady Grey. Let's move you here. You won't actually, you can't do zombie resurrection here, but what you can do. Chops is fine. Give Chops some restoration. They heal over time. Have you Overwatch. Now the real question is, will Eleanor be discovered and revealed? As long as the flamer doesn't target her, I can get her out of the fray on my round. Alright, let's get you out of there, Eleanor. We put you in a very bad spot, but I think I can get you out. Now, first off, let's do this properly. Move our medic. We put the medic here. They're not going to be able to target anybody, which is fine. Their job is to be a medic. Let's get everybody else who we need to get into position. All right. That'll work. Send in the spec op. Do your thing. Not have to worry about the medic at this moment. Our tank, however, can't really get that far, can he? Yeah, you need more mobility. I'm about to focus on giving you plenty of mobility. For now, Not much I can do. You know what? Lady Gray. Get you over here. Let's see if anybody's in range of your necromancy. Still no one. Not even the sectoid that's right there. That is annoying. I move you there. There's a very good chance of you being discovered. And you don't have a lot of armor. You have the Lady Grays and first aid. Let's just set her on Overwatch. And Paul. What can we do? Not too terribly much. No, that won't work. Pistol Overwatch then. Outrider. You have 1 hit point. And that's what I am trying to keep from getting absolutely direct. Let's get you as far back as we can. So far, so good. Now, the tank. Moving forward. Trigger Here I Am. Draw the attention. Protection protocol. Now I want to move you out of position so that you can hunker down and get healed. Move you over here. Field medic. That stop his burning. It did not stop his burning. That's a bummer. All right, take care of Outrider. Now our Necromancer. Where's a good spot to put you? I think you're in range now. No, you're not. Still not in range of the sectoid. That is annoying. However, you can still do that. Get a little bit of damage in. We don't want to be too close to this guy because he does explode. But we should be fine. Moved to here. And Outrider. Right into our Overwatch. Remember, our tank is still in position. That still leaves. Lets him hunker down. Put out the fire. Wow, he knocked him out unconscious. I'll give you credit, dude. That was impressive. You knocked my tank out unconscious. We should be able to handle that, though. But still, damn, man. Alright, Spec Ops. Well, I think the sectoid is the higher priority. And yet somehow survived. Fight the melee one. Stun Lancer is not a good one to do a target on. Let's see. No, might need to use you as an attacker. But that's fine. Dragon Nova. What can you target, depending on where I put you? I'm not too worried about the sectoid. As soon as he moves, Blade Storm. Spec Ops has Blade Storm. At least I remember, I think he does. Necromancer. Now the Necromancer, yes. That'll work. That will most definitely work. Rise, my servant. Rise. Alright, that seems good. So Dragon Nova. If I put you here, it looks like you do have target on the general. Not a very good shot. Yeah, I think you still mark him even if you miss. Activate dedication. Put you here. Analyze weakness on the general. For 82%. I don't like those odds. Let's go for the easy shot. Trying to reposition for a better shot. Going into Overwatch. That's perfectly fine. You're still in range for Slash. Things are dicey. 62%. No, I actually think we can do a lot better than that. Well, for one, we have our zombie. Zombie! Head on in. Now the zombie should not be invisible. The only reason the zombie is visible is because the body blew up. How if I resurrected anyone else, they'd show up as a proper necro zombie. So it's just a game being a little bit freaked out that I resurrected somebody who technically doesn't have a body. But if I were to reload this save, the zombie would come back with a default body. So it's only a visual glitch, really. We'll put you in Overwatch. Chops. Said you got 62%, right? What if we to put you here? No, you don't. The Lady Grey. All right, Paul. Kind of down to you. Let's see what you can do. Can we do something with your rocket launcher? We actually can. Not easily, mind you. But it looks like we can actually just kind of, sort of find a way. I had it there for a moment. No, that's not going to work. Not good. I think it's just me. So I've got until he gets over to there to escape, and I don't believe he has any other support. And he's down. Let him get some false hope. And there we go. Damn loading screens. Well, it's got to be Sting. It's always got to be Sting. Sting is way too useful not to have. That's our spec op. And Tyler. You know, I think since that your entire job is to take out Rubits, Rootkit Virus. Now, let's pop over to our soldiers. Our first pharmacist, Ivan. So, if you look at the top of the screen, you will see all of the classes that we have available to us. And of course, I've only got a handful of them actually recruited at this point. We've got an Akimbo. That's our dual pistols user. We've got our field medic. We have got our grenadier. Actually, we don't have any grenadiers. We don't have any infiltrators. We don't have any lone wanderers. We have no sharpshooters, no storm riders, no valkyries, and no vanguards. The mechanic we've seen. The necromancer we've seen. The pharmacist we just looked at. We have a ranger. Pretty classy, as always. And then we've got good old Arnie, our major, our only major, and our samurai. A samurai is dual blades. And the reason he's the only major? Because one of the mods I have installed basically removes the promotion cap. If you gain enough kills or enough XP in a single mission to gain 2 ranks, you'll gain 2 ranks. And Arnie here just got out of a horde mission. Do you know what a horde mission is? Horde missions are missions where there's nothing but the lost, and they continue to spawn in. And Arnie, our samurai, well, he is perfect for the lost because he's got blade storm. So any lost that come within melee distance of him, he gets a free hit on. As a samurai, well, let's just take a closer look at him, shall we? He's only been on 4 missions and he has got 63 kills. 52 of them were from one mission. No, I am not kidding. Can we look at him in more detail? Well, look at his abilities. So, there's Shinigami, where he's sort of like a Templar where he has focus points. And he has like 3 focus points at this point. So when this activates, none of your melee attacks are turn ending. So you can imagine how useful that is against the Lost. We've got Way of the Samurai, which just gives them some bonus damage. You got Tactical Rigging for an extra utility slot. The first thing against you, there's Standard Blade Storm. There's Untouchable, of course, so that means that should something actually try to attack him, they will miss on their first attack. He's got Implacable, and I think that's where he was. I think he gained 2 ranks in the last one. Yeah, definitely 2 ranks, because the Yashabushi Heritage is new, and Hawkeye is new. But basically, this is what happened with good old Arnie. What happened to Arnie was he would, because I have another mod that basically allows you to get the lost hedge for the last headshot to count with melee attacks as well as gun attacks, which means that Arnie here would go run over to a lost, slice them in half, and get his turn back. Then move on to the next one, and the next one, and the next one, and the next one, and the next one, literally taking out the entire horde that arrived in each turn in one round. In fact, considering I don't have Iron Man, I can show you this. So first, let me pull out of this so I can save the current progress of my current game. Then we go to load game. Yeah, the horde mission was almost perfect for Arnie. So let's go say we want summon thunder or winter song. Believe it is stranded resistance agents. Yes. So witch hound. We'll go and do this one. Now the chosen also spawned in this mission, so I'm trying to make sure I'm picking one where the chosen's already been defeated, and it's just Arnie. Plus, I did the mission like twice. You know, non-Iron Man related things. If the mission goes completely bad, I roll back an earlier save. Because again, this is me kind of getting a feel for XCOM as I steadily increase the difficulty, till eventually I feel comfortable doing it on Legendary Iron Man. But I'm not there yet. I'm only on Commander. This is not the right save. This is the save that went badly. This is definitely the save that went badly. And I mean badly, as you can see. Let's see if this is the right save. I might only have the bad end saves, where we got completely swarmed by the Lost. And there was no way to save everybody, as we just got slowly overrun. Nope, this is Arnie. Like it's like the beginning of the mission now. I'll do a quick little preview. I mean, we're not going to do this as a full run anyway, so.
Sounds like that chosen is headed right for us. Keep your guard up and your eyes peeled.
I have sight beyond vision.
Some Lost are trying to come in on my core group, aren't they? I didn't move them at all. That's fine.
The time for hiding is over.
Begin, Arnie. The one keeping score, Arnie? Why, that would be you. Because, Arnie, you haven't even taken your first move yet. Oh, you have no idea, Arnie.
Now you see why the Chosen were sent to deal with this situation.
Alright, I'll go.
Let's put you here, Dragonova. So you can get eyes on the Chosen. Doesn't look like it. But our samurai is far from done yet.
Is it clear? The VIP is secure, Commander. If we can spare the manpower, we should try to bring the escort in as well. Without the VIP manning the turret controls, there's nothing keeping the Lost from overrunning this area. They're already closing in.
Oh, I wouldn't worry about the Lost.
Happy now?
Alright. Let's first get you out of danger. Go back to Samurai. Whew, he's not done yet.
Thousands to go.
When I say the Samurai is perfect for this type of mission, I was not kidding. Now remember how we had the yellow movement. Well, because he keeps killing, he gets more movement action. And so you can see he's now back to over 2. His turn's still not over. Now granted, in a mission where you don't have a lot of enemies that you can slaughter in melee, like for example, if he were to fight the Chosen he couldn't one-shot. Because he does 9 to 12 damage per shot, so he wouldn't be able to one-shot the Chosen, thus he wouldn't get a free action. But a mission like this, where the enemy is nothing but lost, the dude can go all over the map. Just decide, you know what? Fuck it. Kill everybody. Has he got a look on the lost anywhere? Still no eyes on any lost? There. How about over here? Doesn't look like it. Let's try here. And there, we've got eyes on one. So basically what I did when I did this mission proper, had Arnie here basically just going around killing all the lost while everybody else focused on the Chosen, and of course our VIP made their escape. And thus the assassin reveals themselves. Oh, trust me, it's gonna count. And as that wasn't a kill, and that wasn't lost, well, Arnie can't do too much. But Arnie did take them down by half their health. Hey everybody, Overwatch. Yeah, screw it. We only need Arnie. You guys can all go return to base. Anyway, I think you get the point of Arnie's sword. Let's move back to the present. Cause yeah, now that also might explain that might me now you might understand why when we looked at Arnie before in the mission log, his willpower was really low, even though he wasn't hurt. Because yeah, he basically soloed 53 guys, plus took on a couple of summons by the Chosen, and then took on the Chosen. There was a couple of flanking shots from a couple of other people who got a couple of pot shots on the Chosen, but primarily it was Arnie. Arnie did like 18 damage to the Chosen in 2 attacks. It was absolutely insane. Definitely am keeping Arnie in reserve for any missions that I see that are going to require a lot of running around. If I see missions with the Lost, that's when Arnie comes out. Arnie can just sit on the base and relax for most of the time. But if we have a Lost mission, Arnie's getting put in because my god, he decimates the Lost. So let us get back to the present.
Commander, we've located the site where Big Sky took off from. No immediate signs of activity. Hold on. Might have something. It's a weak signal on an open channel.
Don't really need intel. The black site and rescuing Mox are priorities.
Haven't had any signs of her since we lost HQ. Commander, if there's any chance she or Big Sky are still alive, we have to get down there.
Yeah, for some reason the geomap's a bit laggy.
This is where the Templar faction maintains their headquarters. I'll admit they can be a bit extreme when it comes to psionics, but so far they seem loyal to our cause. We can scan at this location to gain additional support from their people.
My people understand the value of our cooperation. Oh, Commander, it's about time we spoke, don't you think? I'm Geist, leader of the Templar Order. But I'm sure you already knew that. Stories of me tend to spread far and wide. You are welcome here anytime, Commander, for among all others of your kind, you alone know the true power of the Elders. You have touched their minds. You have heard
Oh,
their
I'm
voices.
definitely gonna have to tinker with you because you had some weird loading.
On behalf of all Templars, I humbly offer our services towards their demise. Together, we shall be unstoppable. With our success comes the opportunity for you to assign us new orders, Commander. Commander, the factions have indicated they know how to track down the Chosen. We should construct the ring facility so they have a place to coordinate. Just like it sounds,
Yeah, sure, why not? Let's make this a very unusual member of the Templars, shall we? That puts us back to where we were before. Awesome. Body. Now, you may be wondering how I explain these anthro characters. Well, anyone who's played XCOM might be aware of a little thing in the lore, and that is that the Advent are basically experimenting not just on humanity, but on basically the races within their sphere of influence. And they do like all this cross species genetics to try and create super soldiers and whatnot. And so I just kind of expand on that. They also used Earth's animals, and that's how. And so various people who have been experimented on by Advent might be partially animal because they were experimented by Advent. So you might have characters that are half cat. You might have a character who only has a tail. You might have characters, as you see with Arnie, who's missing his legs and has holographic replacement legs because he went to an Advent clinic to get new legs. And the entire idea I'm going with is that there's a lot more people who have been modified by Advent than just the people who end up becoming the skirmishers. There's a lot more genetic tomfoolery going on. That works a little bit better. You just kind of get this little hint. There's something off about him by his exposed arms. I get just a very slight hint. Now, where can I find his neck? Probably underneath head. can kind of see. You can kind of see his neck, and I kind of also want that hinting to be there. Which one looks the best? It's just being very subtle. That kind of sort of works. Now, let's see if we can just find a slightly different helmet. It's a bit more concealing. I really don't want to go Reaper, but I guess that kind of works. It kind of hints. There's slightly bits here. You can kind of assume that there's more to Eduardo than appears. Things are slightly off. Let's save them. After all that, let's make sure we save in case anything happens. Let's just run for 2 more days.
The results of our breakthrough were quite fascinating. I will begin our research immediately.
Still waiting for these things to clear so that I can build the resistance ring. Because I still don't have the means to build the resistance ring. But while we're doing it, let's put the rescue, as I was saying, while we're doing this,
There are a number of unusual energy signatures permeating this area, Commander. I'm seeing power fluctuations, intense heat, some psionic activity. All signs of a possible conflict. We should move quickly.
we can only move so many things.
Commander, you and I both know what Valen meant to our operation. She was our chief scientist, one of our most valuable assets.
Let's get Mox back
With
first.
your permission, I'd like to lead this operation personally. I was able to get you out of Advent's clutches. Maybe I can do the same for her.
First.
We've confirmed the position of the soldier being held captive by the Chosen. We now have an
Now,
opportunity to launch a rescue operation.
this
Commander,
Oh, Arnie, you have so much potential. Because if things go south, being able to have you clear the entire map, because I don't think at this point anyone will be able to resist your 9 to 12 damage per hit. Alright, I know you're tired, Arnie. I know you want like 4 more days to rest, but I'm throwing you into this mission. And lastly, we're going to need... what else would be a good addition to our team? You have Rend, Focus, Momentum, and Parry. That could be useful, but no. Who would be good? Our Infiltrator. Flanked enemies. Attacking adjacent. No. We need somebody who's a good pair. Who can cover anything going wrong, basically. I would prefer a Reaper, but you're going to be out for 17 days. Um, fine. I'll use the mechanic. You're going to have to do some hacking anyway. Yeah, you got hacking, so we need to hack the door anyway. So let's see here. We've got our ranger and our mechanic. Let's see if we can't get you anything a little bit better. Can we get you anything better than the arc blade? Four to six. 5 to 7. You know, I don't know who's going to make it to the door. Let's make sure everyone's equipped with equipment to hack the door. Your pistol. Can we get you anything better? 2 to 3. Shadowkeeper. You've already got a best combo you can get, one that does some extra damage, one that does some toxic. You've got a couple of ranged options available to you. All right. Let's go rescue Mox. Heck, instead of trying to do this entirely stealthily like I've tried to usually do the Mox mission, you know, get in, hack the door, get out without raising any alarms, maybe this time, why don't we just send in Arnie to destroy everybody? What if we just send Arnie in? Put the place on full alert, have him slaughter everyone in the base, and have the other two just casually walk in behind him, hack the doors, and get Mox.
The soldier taken captive during our previous operation is being held within a high-security advent facility not far from your position. If we try to take them back by force, it won't be long before we're totally outnumbered by enemy reinforcements. Our best bet is to go in quietly, drawing as little attention as possible.
Well, I'm obviously going to stay before we do anything here, but what does everyone think about just taking taking the chain off of Arnie and letting him go ham?
Latest intel has our operatives being held in the main structure just ahead. We have the advantage of stealth here, so
Because I think it might be fun to have Arnie just go ham. So we know we got to get you into the base, which is right here. Yep, give some additional shielding to the Ronin.
We've got an enemy squad here. Stay clear of those turrets. We're still not entirely sure if they're fully automated or remotely triggered.
Oh, Arnie, Arnie, Arnie.
heading to that location.
One activated, none of your melee attacks are turn ending. So let's first go silent takedown. Yeah, that was a waste of silent takedown. That is an act that actually uses an action.
We have Firebrand on standby for evac, Commander, but as soon as she gets in range, the whole compound will go on high alert. We should hold back unless we have the target, or it's an absolute emergency. We're busted! Big deal.
And now you've got implacable and untouchable.
I hope it's worth it. Running!
Let them know we're coming.
I've got eyes on advent troops.
I mean, I don't think this is going to work nearly as well as the Lost mission, but let's give it a shot.
On your order.
You can't get to melee range, can you? That's why you use run and gun.
Knock 'em down.
And still can't get into range, can you? Alright, go for it.
That armor's tough. Got one over here. I'm on the fire.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was afraid was going to happen.
When they get back to base, we'll have to give our soldiers some time to heal. Mentally and physically. The compound has been alerted to your presence. They're actively hunting for you now.
Yeah, I didn't think this was going to work very well. Like I said, he can decimate on Lost, but something like this where he can't just chain actions, no, not so much. Maybe if he had Reaper or like, was it Serial? I'm not sure if Samurai gets those. Certainly not the rank he has them yet. Yeah, because I could have used like Rootkit Virus and like hacking and all that. So yeah, he is not the be all end all. He is certainly fun, but I think we need to be fair. We need to do this right. We need to do this proper. We could probably send him in to just cause a distraction while we have the other two flanking in and coming in from the sides. But I don't think just having them all running in and hoping that he can maintain focus is a good idea. That's kind of why I wanted to do it. I just wanted to kind of show you that while he, as we saw, can devastate on the Lost mission, something like this, not so much. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have him. What's the best way? Because we want to get over here, right? There's a back way in, probably along this edge. So we'll have him come along this way, which is the maximum range he can go. Now my ranger, can you do it? You can do 7 to 9 damage. Go for it.
We've been spotted. Hostile terminated.
Now what's the best way to put you in position? Yes, put you here.
I'm going.
And you still cannot reach them, can you?
I'm on it.
Well then, good thing
Easy now, soldier.
I can do this. So now she's got some defenses, and we seem to be close enough for a rootkit virus. I don't know if it's really worthwhile doing it on them. So let's have him go here. And you do your thing.
Target neutralized.
Now you, if I move you to here, do you have target lock?
Clear.
You're gonna make it clear.
Advent troops here.
You still are not in range. Jeez, Crow. Fine. Nice one.
Incoming over here!
Now, Paul. Do it. Give him more armor.
Settle down, you'll find.
Let's get Paul over here.
I can handle that.
Finally, someone's in range of you. Put you here.
Big deal. I got your stuff here.
And you are implacable. Excellent. Into the base.
All right, I'll go.
Meanwhile, you have got a turret to take out.
Hostile target down.
Who is left? Ooh, they're sending in the backup.
That's a friends. We have an inbound Advent transport closing on your position. Looks like your cover is blown.
Oh, what cover was blown a while ago, my friend. Our cover was blown a while ago.
Double time.
Now we need Paul here because that door is not going to be easy to hack. So the question is, where is our remaining Advent? I'm going to put him here.
I hope it's worth it.
Put him on Overwatch.
Come get some.
You can get a little bit closer in. But I want to keep you, again, out here for overwatching. So we want to get Paul inside. He's our hacker. You two, you're fireworks. Alrighty, Paul. Get inside. That's the door we want? That's the door we want. I'm going to save this because unfortunately purifiers have a quirk, and it's tricky to work with when you have melee only characters. Let's try going at you directly from the front so we're not hitting your pack on the back, because maybe it's related to positioning. Will you explode? He definitely exploded. Not really, no. I mean, you're fine. That's our last troop. Wow, he was hiding somewhere. He watched all that shit and did nothing. All right, let's get a peek at what we're difficulty of our hack. Without triggering a security protocol. Yeah, we don't care about that. We've already triggered everything. Yeah, Sky Ranger, do you mind? I'd prefer if it was here. Now go and rescue Mox. Oh, you didn't really send a robot here, did you? Not when I've got a hacker. That's not a great idea. Oh, you poor, poor fools. Alrighty. Carry our unit. Let's have you come in at the corner here. You can take out either one of them. You have slightly lower damage. Go for the Stun Lancer. And we'll have our Samurai, who does a little bit more damage, focus on the mech. Now you take out the mech. And there he is, implacable. Well, he has his Blade Storm, so let's put him, say, oh, I don't know, right there. So that when the new guys pop in, they will immediately trigger Blade Storm. Well, this'll teach them for kidnapping one of our own. We didn't even do a stealth mission. We went in hot and heavy and decimated them. They're moving to die by your blade. They've got another one already there as well. All right, Paul. Get to the ring. Now, all you gotta do is that. And while we wait, so you guys can both move in the same action, let them send the lambs to the slaughter. Well, Arnie, since you have implacable and will move after a kill, take out the trooper, and you should still have enough movement that you can make it to the evac in the same round. Excellent. Implacable it is. Right to the center. And you join him. And now, let us evac all. Yes, but did you pay attention to that rescue? We went hot and heavy. You really should not be trying to taunt us, considering what we have been doing to you recently, my lovely, lovely Advent beastie. Anyway, that is roughly about 2 hours with our normal stream time. So there is a peek at XCom2 with mods.
Concern for the poor individuals snatched from our rehabilitation center today. Their new lives were beginning. Their hearts opening to the embrace of the elders. I assure you, we will get them back.
Good old Arnie dealt the most damage.
It wasn't easy, but Mox has been safely returned, Commander. He's eager to get back into the fight.
Kelly, Kelly, Kelly. There you go. Blade Storm. Now you and our samurai are, well, quite destructive. My gosh. Oh, look at those kills. But as you can see, we will not be able to pull the Major out for too many missions because he is going to need a lot of time to recover. Oh, but what's that?
Glad to return to your service, Commander. I will not forget what you and your soldiers have done for me.
Efficiently executed and no casualties. You can lead the Reapers any day, Commander. Well done.
Well,
We can to honor our fallen soldiers, Commander. It's not much, but it gives our people a chance to pay their respects. This is the voice of the resistance, spreading the truth about what's really
why don't
happening.
all of you guys
Well,
have a nice
our
cold
friend
one?
XCOM has once again proven that despite what Advent would have you believe, humanity isn't going down without a fight. You've done a hell of a job keeping this ship together, Doctor.
It's all we've got. And I know the aliens aren't happy about losing one of their own.
I doubt they thought anyone could get this heap airborne again.
I'm more than happy to prove them wrong.
Anyway, folks, hope you enjoyed our little peek at XCOM. In the coming next few streams before we return back to Fallout 4, because I'm doing some weird stuff with my hard drives and stuff like that, where I may have to do a complete rebuild of my mods, my mod loadout, because of new hard drives and stuff like that. So it might be a while before we're back to Fallout 4. But we have a few other things we'll be taking a look at in the near future, as sort of a tide over. And if Fallout 4 is actually working, we'll take a nice little dive back into it. Maybe I'll show you the deep dive secrets that I've talked about before for Far Harbor, like the underwater graveyard. There's some fun stuff in Far Harbor.